Wow. Well, it's always so incredible to receive sessions from you, Lisa. There is so much value, and in actually a very short period of time, you bring a lot of intuition and wisdom and strategy and all the things that we need, especially as people in healing arts and transformation that may not be so skilled with the business side of things. It was super helpful for me. I know we did some deep work in areas where there may be some blocks in my ancient consciousness, like patterns, to really receiving the full abundance that is definitely part of my natural, like what I meant to receive. And so I felt a lot of illumination in those areas and clearing, because you work with the quantum realms as well. You don't just give the sort of surface level strategy, but you go deep into helping to actually open up those channels, and also for really stepping fully in to my own power, my own gifts beyond even where I was, which I thought was maybe the highest level. You opened up new possibilities
Mm,
for me that I wouldn't have even thought of. It's just so beautiful to have a friend like you as well as a coach,
yeah.
because you're always showing me, what about this? And it's like, whoa. It really helped me get clear on that I am on the right track with my work. I just needed a few tweaks and how I'm presenting myself and ways to actually make myself more seen by clients, and also to open my own field more for receiving more abundance, and not settle for any type of lack or limitation in my thinking process. Also just healing. There was a lot of deep healing on different levels that I didn't even realize there were still some little pockets there that hadn't been fully illuminated.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I know when you tap into the quantum field, it's like tapping into the whole Akashic record and beyond. And it's really like the field of spirit, of miracles, where everything is possible, everything is potential, and everything is accessible.
Yeah.
And like that really opened my mind working with you for a deeper integration, not just in spiritual awakening, and because we had both had such full spiritual awakening experiences and had done so much service and teaching and giving and receiving of that. And for me, it was about the integration with the human level, and the level of feeling abundant in the world, not feeling like money was needing to be an issue or a point of stress, or that there was even a difference
Yeah.
in the flow of finances versus spiritual gifts or other things. Like it can be all one thing because it all comes from one source. When we worked together, I'm just trying to remember deeply. I know, it's very specific in that moment, and it's very personal. And but you just showed me how everything was, because this was you introduced me to quantum healing, and I knew a lot about it but never experienced it before.
Mm,
And so what you showed me before, and then I did the training for several years and now I offer it,
yeah.
but showed me how everything is just a hologram. It's all happening like right here. It's a thought, it's energy. The field is accessible everywhere all the time. And how you can just reach in and literally download timelines and ideas and imprints that are more helpful, that are serving my
Yeah.
highest good. And how easy it is to just snip out and clear old timelines and patterns that aren't helpful. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't have to be this big, long, drawn
Yeah.
out processing and drama. It can literally be that easy. And I was like, whoa. And then later I really noticed big changes.
Yeah.
And I felt so freed up, because it's these things, they're in our subconscious, and sometimes they can feel very heavy, and we just get used to it. We don't even know they're there until they're gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, the way we know they were there is because of the patterns repeating, or maybe certain things that you'd start that would be sabotaged or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
suddenly they're there just by the effects in your life, but you can't really find them by
Yeah.
yourself. And so you showed me how easy it was to drop in, and also to really fully open my intuitive channel for
Hmm.
my own navigation moving forward,
That's
and
great.
to trust that, to really trust
Yeah.
that. I want to share one other thing, because more specifically, I also really appreciated how you were able to, because I had listened to a lot of webinars and done some other trainings with sort
Yeah.
of like business downloads and strategies, which was never really my passion because I just love working with people in
Mhm.
transformation and healing and awakening. And I was never really into the business side, but it becomes necessary at some point to be aware and know how to get yourself out there and make yourself available so your ideal clients can find you.
Yeah.
Becomes part of the whole integration. But you helped me very much by just sorting out a lot of the stuff I had heard online
Oh,
that
yeah.
was almost overwhelming, and then you just said, "No, just do this." And you could reach into my field and my consciousness and literally feel precisely what was gonna be the best strategies for me.
Oh.
Not just based on some book learning, but, like, what would really work for me and
Mhm.
that I'd be able to follow through with. And so I really appreciated that because you gave me very specific tips and
Yeah.
guidance. It's not just abstract and just clearing blocks, but you're saying, now do this and
Yeah.
don't do this, and like sometimes you just need someone to take you by the hand and really have very precise
Yeah.
footsteps that you can follow in, because I think the biggest thing a lot of us suffer is just overwhelm. We don't have enough hours in the day to do it all. And we need to have some time for ourselves just to be in relaxation and self-care
Yeah.
mode,
Yeah.
especially when we're serving so many others. It's not like I had an infinite, we already have full practice hours where
Mhm.
or service hours. And then on top of it, to have to be doing all your other things behind the scenes. You helped me a lot to just dial it down and
It's
make it practical.